Hello everyone, M Squared here with you again, bringing you a match that I played in the German captured P-47 Thunderbolt, or as some people like to call it, the Hitlerbolt. And we're doing an arcade match here on, let's see, I can't even read it, Desert Coast, I guess. So I start my game like I usually do, and that's just climbing a little bit off to the side. Usually I pick the left side. I don't know why, it's just habit, a preference, but I kind of like that the sun is over here. If I can get further into enemy territory here, the sun might block me out from some of the enemies. But just doing some intermittent WEP here. I'm up at 2,600 meters, trying to get up somewhere at least around 4,000 before I engage. Turn my camera a little bit just to see who might be climbing also, and it looks like we've got a couple of Thunderbolts that are also climbing, so I imagine those will have to be reckoned with at some point. Looks like we have a 0 up here as well, and possibly a lag 3. Now I'm keeping my eye on this Dacia guy here, the P-47. He's 3.5 kilometers away. And I'm looking at the radar and I'm seeing that he's actually coming this way. I turn around. You see how close we're closing the distance here. He's obviously coming right at me. Goes for a little bit of a fake head-on with me. That might just be to get his correct angle of attack. And I light him on fire and kill him. Now, normally I wouldn't take a gamble on a head-on like that. I took very little damage, surprisingly. But here now I'm looking at this A6M2. Might cause trouble for me. Looks like he's closing the gap, so I'm trying to fly away from him. As I was saying, normally I wouldn't take a head-on in the game like that, but a Thunderbolt that's already got energy on me, and I'd have to dive out. I'd probably have to dive out quite a long ways out of the zone of battle. So I rolled the dice on that one. I came out on top, but maybe not the smartest thing to do. But it kept me in the combat here and a kill under my belt. So here we're looking at HE-111, who sees me, pees his pants a little bit, and then dives. And look at that, both engines on fire, just like that. Now I'm still worried about that 0, and it looks like he still is coming this way, but I've extended away far enough that I can turn around and get my nose on him. Now he looks like he's going to try and fly right over me, but I pitch up suddenly, I get some shots, and guess what? Light him on fire. Now this HE-111 is still on fire. Got a B-25 nearby. I can't see this 0 right now, and it's troubling me a little bit, but it looks like he just died. Now this HE-111, I get another pass hat, and job done. B-25 very close here. It looks like he's turning. He's probably going to try and put his front guns on me. And doesn't quite get there, and light him on fire. You said it. Go figure, man. This thing with those 850 caliber incendiary tracers is really a flamethrower. Now he finally put the fire out, but I'm taking some ranged shots here because I got a teammate who's on his butt, and I really would like to have that kill. But my teammate looks like he's given up, so I'm just going to pursue him from behind here and try and wait till he gets in range again. And set both engines on fire again. Big surprise. Alright, 4 kills in a pretty short period of time. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. And now I'm looking at an I-16 or a B-25. It just kind of depends at this point who does what. The I-16 is in a bit of a climb trying to get this Chaika that's up a little higher, so I'm figuring he's low on energy. So I zoom into him real quick to see what his attitude is. And it looks like I'm going to close this distance fast. He's got his flamethrower on too. So here we're trying to get him off the tail of our friendly, and I'm not really connecting as well as I'd hope, but if you've ever flown a Chaika, guess what happens? Those things are torches, and this thing is a flamethrower. So I-16, I imagine he's going to die shortly. I don't even follow through, but then I look back and I see he's put the fire out. Well, if he's put the fire out, he can't be flying very well, so I'm not even going to worry about him. Somebody else can finish him off. He's probably combat ineffective. Just trying to get some of my altitude back here. And there goes the I-16. I imagine he bailed out. Ju-88 just presents himself right in front of me. Let's see if you can tell me how this one ends. On fire, you guessed it. Now he's tail gunning me a little bit. He's in a shallow dive, so it's going to take some time to get back into range of this guy. I'm in a shallow dive too, trying not to burn out my web. And it looks like he gets his bombs off on the base like he wanted to. Puts his fire out. Might as well spray and pray a little bit. I've got tons and tons and tons of ammo here. Thought he was going to continue the dive there, but he didn't. No love, no love, and then he pulls up for some reason. I guess he's going to go around, make another pass on the base. But I clip his wing off and set him on fire again. Just trying to get some of my altitude back, reset a little bit, get a reload in. Even with as much ammo as I have in this thing, I am a little bit obsessive compulsive about reloading my ammo. I hate going into an engagement and be worried at all about whether I'm going to have the bullets to finish off the plane or not. So back to 3,400 machine gun rounds. And I think that was kill number 7. I can't remember. But see, I've got 3 bombers up there that I've sort of cleared the upstairs for, so they're happily going about their work, and I'm just going to try and keep the upstairs clean for them. They've got a little bit over half the base, or a little bit less than half the base left to kill. So as long as I can keep fighters off of them, I think they're going to finish the job. Plus, we're slightly ahead on tickets here. I'm not quite as worried about them winning the game that way just yet, but I'm going to keep my eye on it. Oh, I guess that was a minor base that they killed there, that they had about half left. Now they've got the full base to kill. So here I am up at 4,900 meters, almost 300 kilometers an hour, clear skies. Just looking down here to see if we have any climbers that want to come up to us. I'm happy with how productive I've been in the game so far, so I'm just going to play altitude police here. Looking around, looking for a target. Nobody wants to climb. And I suppose at this point I probably should have reduced my altitude a bit, see if I could goad some of these guys to come up and attack me. Just kind of watching how things are playing out down below me, seeing if there are any targets of opportunity there that I can swoop in on. No. Oh! HE-112, and it looks like he's got a slow climb going on right now. So I head over his way. Oh yeah, he's definitely climbing. But I don't want to give away that I see him. I'm trying to bait him up to spend up all his energy trying to get up to me. Now I've got plenty of energy right now. I can pitch straight up if I have to, if he gets too close to me. But I'm not particularly worried about him right now. I fly just a little past him. Oh, and then he pitches up hard to me, but you see, he just can't get the nose on me. And oh look, I set him on fire while I was at it. Kill number 7, aircraft destroyed. So, climbing back up, waiting for the next victim. Looks like we're about a quarter of the way through their base right now, with a couple of B-25s and a, what was it, an SB? It is going to take them a little while to work on that base, but hopefully I can provide them the time that they need. We're still doing pretty well on tickets. We've got the edge. I've been taking care of most of their bombers up here, so they haven't had much of a chance to do much damage to us. Now I see the CR-42. Looks like he wants to come up, and I notice, just because he's already selected, that must have been the guy that I shot down in the HE-112. So I'm looking at him wondering if he's going to try and climb and get some revenge. So we'll fly over his way, try to bait him up a little bit, but looks like he's not interested. He's diving into the fray of things, as are most of these other targets. Nobody wants to come up and play. So scanning around, scanning around. Where should I go? Who should I bounce on? BF-109 out there. He looks like he's might be harassing my ally. Oh! Wellington. Priority. Let's take care of that real quick. I'll just give you one guess what's going to happen here. Think you can figure it out? On fire. 2 engines on fire. A little bit of peppering I got from his tail gunners there, but nothing too serious. And his wing just snaps in half with all that fire. So now I'm looking to get my altitude back. I see there are a number of targets down low that I might continue booming on, rather than climbing all the way up to, 5,000 meters again. So I hammerhead down, and I'm looking at this hurricane. You see I've got him selected there, and I'm going to fly past him and then roll over and get on his tail, and then this King Cobra just shows up right in front of my face, so I can't resist. On fire. Big surprise. I'm figuring he's probably dead. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Now there's a MiG-3 that looks like he wants to follow me, but he doesn't have the energy for it, so I take her up high and then kind of wing her over. Now I've got my eyes back on that hurricane again. He's kind of on a lone flight path here. On fire. Big surprise. I continue my dive. I see there's 2 enemies, an LA-5 and a BF-110, coming after my friend. So I clip his wing off. The BF-110 actually didn't light him on fire. Big surprise on that one. Just a nice clean kill for my 11th kill. And that LA-5 is on fire, but I also see that they've got a BF-109 chasing down my friend. Now I'm looking at my speed and how fast I'm closing the gap, and I'm pretty sure I can get to him before he gets around the defenses of his air base. At this point I'm not realizing that the base is pretty much done, less than a quarter of it left. Now, I don't get to him before we get to the airbase here, but I get a couple of shots. A little awkward trying not to shoot my friendly there, but... And then there's just a swarm of planes. I was so tunnel visioned, and then, oh my gosh, look at all these spawning fighters diving in on me. I got somebody on the rear shooting at me. I'm dodging incoming spawning planes. Now it's time to just get out of dodge. So tilt the nose down. I hear the Shvaks right behind me. They can't be too far away. And just booking it as fast as I can, full wep. And I turn around and I see I've definitely outrun them, and finally the King Cobra gives up the chase. So right now I'm sitting pretty with 11 kills, feeling pretty good about the game. Looking at the tickets, feeling like victory is imminent. I'm just going to climb back up. I'm a little upset with myself at this moment for diving into a situation like that. I try not to do that kind of thing, and I would have hated to have blown a perfectly great, 11-0 game and make it 11-1, diving into something needlessly. But I was trying to help out my friend, and I overestimated the performance of my plane a little bit. But I came out unscathed. It all worked out. Now I'm just trying to get some altitude back and then airfield destroyed. So it's only a matter of time. And there we go. We get a couple of awards. Now remember, this is a premium plane at 3.0 battle rating. So let's have a look at these rewards. First on the team. And a handsome haul. This was actually on a double, so keep that in mind as well. But we'll have a look at some of the awards that I got here. All in all, it was a fun game. I was happy with the way I performed. Love the Hitlerbolt. Definitely a flamethrower, maybe even a little bit broken. But I enjoyed it. If you have a chance to get the plane, I would definitely grab yourself one. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and click a like if you found it helpful. Otherwise, I'll catch you another time.